Welcome to the Silver Dollar City podcast. Hey, Maddie.
Hey, Cole. Good morning.
Well, I feel like I should say Merry Christmas.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
Tis the season, right?
That's right. It's right around the corner, guys.
Here we are already on, I think we just established episode 7
So
of
exciting.
our Silver Dollar City podcast. Thank you to anyone who might be listening out there. You can check us out on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or YouTube. A lot of people enjoying watching the craft demonstrations and the interviews and stuff we've had a chance to do. It's felt very VIP, I feel like.
Yes, lots of visuals, and we're grateful for you guys. A few of you guys have reached out, and we love hearing from you. And I can't believe we're on episode 7. Time flies when you're having fun.
It truly does. It does fly. And, speaking of fun, this season is almost sometimes too full of fun. Mm-hmm. Is that fair to say?
That's
I feel
right.
I feel like I lament about how busy my schedule is all the time now. And I really should stop that because, we'll miss it when it's gone come January.
I know. I can't believe Christmas is right around the corner. I know everyone's busy. People are last-minute Christmas shopping. It seems like traffic is busy, but it really is an exciting time of year. I love how everyone just seems a little extra jolly.
So look, you may have already knocked some of these out, or maybe they're still to come because we're not quite to Christmas as we record this here today. But what are some holiday traditions? There's things your family always do every year or try to do together?
Yeah, so we always do a white, not like a white elephant gift, but we'll do a nicer gift, like either a $30 or a $50 gift because we don't buy each other presents.
Okay,
so
sure.
we do that every year. And on my mom's side, we have a big family. Sometimes it can be 20 to 25 people all crammed into my papa's house. It's hot in there. We're sweating. Of course, we have all the delicious food always. We always have the ham and the turkey and all the fixins. But we love doing that gift exchange. We draw numbers out of a hat and establish how many steals, and it's just a fun way to, laugh and create some memories.
I love that. My aunt has come up with some really creative ways, and my mom like to do that at our family gatherings because you're right, they get pretty big. The family gatherings can start to get pretty big, and I feel like those games sometimes take pressure off having to buy for everyone, and then it seems a little financially overwhelming.
It's right.
And, just the time it takes to find everybody. We definitely play those games. We, of course, enjoy buying for the kiddos, right?
Yeah. That's the best part.
It is the best part. My wife and I are almost done Christmas shopping. I don't think we're quite done. But it is true that, that has made Christmas my favorite holiday is trying to find things that make those kiddos light up. I love shopping for them. And then usually my wife's family, we draw names and do that sort of thing too, so
that's so fun.
Yeah. And we always have to come down and enjoy the Christmas lights at Silver Dollar City. That is a true tradition. And I'm not just saying that because, we're on the Silver Dollar City podcast. It's been a tradition my whole life. I feel like living in this area, and we have a tendency to also do, Stampede. We try to do some other holiday shows, just get in the holiday spirit. Maybe the Showboat. We've done that for Christmas before. And just all together.
It's so great. I got to see that show this year. Another thing that I have never made a tradition, but the gingerbread houses at the chateau.
Okay, I have seen those, and they are really impressive.
Yeah, they're real. I thought that would be a really neat tradition to go with my family and see that because they're all edible. I don't know if you'd want to eat them, but
sure.
That's pretty cool.
And you really appreciate it after you try building a gingerbread house.
Yes. Mine are not as pretty, that's for sure.
No, we did that with the kids one time, and it was fun, and mostly it just wound up being a big, candy glob on a paper plate.
Yeah, it's abstract.
Yeah, and we're eating it along the way. But very abstract. That's a good word
there
for
you
it.
go.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is
Well,
fun.
that's great, Cole. I can't believe it's coming around the corner.
I know.
I just love getting to be with family and all my friends. And of course, special place at Silver Dollar City. I mean, couldn't be more magical with all the lights.
And what a privilege to be able to share so many holiday, traditions of other families here at Silver Dollar City. Literally, we will walk out of our offices being here on Park and see families undergoing family traditions, and making Christmas memories. It's very special.
Yeah. So we're excited this year because we are ditching our old tree.
Okay.
It's really old. Was my grandmother's from the 90s, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It is a white tree, but It has yellow and pink and blue lights on it. So when it's not on, it's kind of discolored. It's not the prettiest tree. So my husband and I are really excited to go get us a new tree. So hopefully we can get a good deal on one.
Okay, look, though. Yeah, that's like one of those after Christmas sales, right? Like, totally. My wife loves buying wrapping paper and all that kind of stuff, like, after Christmas because it's on sale. But even though you say it's not that pretty, do you think you'll miss the old tree?
I might. I mean, it's, a little bit.
Even when they're falling apart,
when it's
some
turned
things
off,
are hard to get rid of.
That's right. When the lights aren't on, it's like, ooh, that thing looks a little rough. But hey, we're being frugal. We're using it year after year. But yeah, I'd love to hear from our listeners out there. Do you guys do a real tree? Do you have an artificial tree?
Right.
Do you have a tree that rotates? I've seen those too.
I've seen those too. Some people have multiple trees.
Oh gosh,
in the house.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm not on that level yet, but I do love that.
We all aspire to be there, I think.
So yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys. Also, your Christmas shopping. Do you start early? Do you wait till the day before? We'd love to hear from you.
That's right. Didn't I hear that Christmas Eve is the busiest shopping day of the year?
Yeah, I've heard that. That's true for men.
Oh.
Sorry if I'm not. But no.
Thanks,
that's just what my mom says.
Well, you're right. It would be fun to hear those things from our listeners. That's, feel free to reach out ozarkly at silverdollarcity.com. You can do that anytime or about anything with the podcast or at Silver Dollar City. We love hearing from you guys, and we will feature one at the end of the podcast actually today in Maddie's mailbag.
That's right.
But I think we got to start things off. Silver Dollar City news time. We have held on. Well, technically, you have held on to this announcement, this headline, maybe as long as we can.
Yep.
Right?
It's a news that has been growing daily, minute by minute. I don't know if you guys know out there, but we have a new citizen that's going to be joining us. My family is growing. I'm expecting a little boy in February. So
congratulations. Maddie's going to have a baby.
New Silver Dollar City employee. We are so excited, so nervous. We have cats. I'm like, do I practice on the cat? Changing the diapers? I don't know.
Cats would love that.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah, truly, I think.
I hope they love the baby. I hope the baby loves them. I'm sure all first-time parents feel that way. I know it's a blessing, and it's God's plan, so I'm really excited to see how it goes, and it will be here so soon. I'm 31 weeks, so I'm getting close.
Okay, so over the Silver Dollar City off season, I guess is how we could put that.
That's
you're
right.
You're gonna welcome somebody. Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
June, hi. How are you?
I just heard you announcing the baby.
We finally decided to let the cat out of the bag.
Okay.
And I have heard that. Now, Maddie may not share, the name on the podcast, but you've already got it picked out, don't you?
Well, yes.
That's
Russ and I already have his name picked out. Of course, it's going to be a boy. I think she just told you all that.
It is, yes.
His name is going to be Rusty Junie.
That's right.
RJ. Rusty and me. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
That's
I
right.
love it.
And
oh
what
my goodness.
You don't know. She just barely knows. Doug wants a little girl, so as soon as the little boy gets here, and
they have to move
she's
right
going to
along.
have a little girl, and then the little girl's name is going to be Junie Russie.
That's right, Jr.
Yes, we'll have Jr. for the girl, and we have RJ for the boy.
That's
June,
right.
Listen, I want you. You come around here. You come right around front because I think you have something very special.
I do have
We needed a special person to give a special gift on behalf of Silver Dollar City.
The most special person in the world.
The most, yes.
Duchess of Deliciousness, right?
That's right. Our queen
You don't
candy
eat
has
this.
a sweet gift.
But look at
Silver Dollar
this,
City.
made right here at Silver Dollar City.
A little piggy
and
bank.
it is a piggy bank.
Yes.
And of course, all babies have to start, their saving. And
That's right.
Royal Order of the Pig, right there. Gold pig pen.
You were dressed for
That's
this
a whole
event.
nother story.
That's a whole nother story. This is all about baby. And we are so blessed to have Maddie and her group here. So you notice,
I feel so
look at
special, you
this,
guys.
because I have the sweetest job in town. See, I can afford to, afford to put paper in it. If your candy got the sweetest job.
It's the first deposit into
Right
the
there
baby's
it
piggy
is
bank.
for
love that you're
Russie
we're just gonna
Junie.
start him at saving Jerry
Okay,
right here.
yes,
Okay?
He's
let's
starting
get
off
with
good,
it.
you guys.
Yes.
Anybody else
Oh,
got
come
something they
on
wanna
now,
get?
You guys.
let's pay the piggy, yes.
Let's start,
big
Manny.
bucks like Aunt June.
No.
But we want to
You
start.
know,
My little silver
We're
dollars.
investing
Yeah.
in him.
I love it.
Thank you, Brandon.
yes.
Oh, thank
Get
you,
over
Brandy
here,
and
Joey.
Colton.
There we
Thank
go.
you, guys.
Oh, well, congratulations to you and Doug. We are so proud.
I love you,
to have
June.
you. We love you. And I know that Russie Junie's just going to be handsome,
Yes, he is.
and then Junie.
If he looks anything like his Aunt June and Uncle Russ,
Oh, well, no doubt he will.
Then he'll be the
And
handsomest
think-
boy ever.
And just think about his personality.
I will.
Russ is going to tell tall stories, and I'm going to back him up and act like I believe him.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
cannot
Thank
wait
you, guys.
for Russie Junie's first visit to the candy shop.
Oh,
Well, he's gonna get
Oh,
spoon-fed
my
chocolate, I
Yeah.
think, by Aunt June.
yes. His first bite of chocolate is going to be melted, and I plan on feeding it
Can
to
you
him.
put that in a bottle? Actually, have you tried that before? Like, is there anything like liquid chocolate? Can you
Well,
just?
it'd have to be too warm.
Okay.
No.
He already
All
loves
right, all
chocolate
right.
because every night I'm craving me some chocolate. And I go down and see June, and she's always giving me those peanut clusters.
Oh,
So,
that's
June,
awesome.
thank you. This is
Thank
more
you.
than
June.
special. I feel so blessed and loved, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
We love you too.
Yeah. June,
Thank you for taking good
no one
care of
better.
her.
Yes, could make
Thank
this
you.
sweet announcement.
Go
today.
ahead and enjoy your podcast.
Oh, well, we know
Tell-
you've got lots of
tell 'em
candy
all
to make
about
today.
it.
Thank you for dropping in.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you, beautiful
You
June.
need that.
Yes, she might need this later. You're right. Yep.
Look at this.
Bye-bye.
I love it. Blue and everything.
Blue
How
and
special. What an
everything.
honor.
Aw.
That was
Maddie, we're so
more than-
excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm excited for this journey.
How could we not kick off Silver Dollar City News with that big news
Yeah.
today? Thank you for sharing with everyone.
Of course.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
thank you guys for being a part of it.
And you can send your well wishes, advice. Oh, I would love to hear our listener and Silver Dollar City fan advice.
Yes, me too. Help.
ozarkly at silverdollarcity.com, because we all know that with all the excitement comes lots of questions when you're becoming a first-time parent. I don't even hardly remember it now, to be honest. I think God creates us to be able to forget some of those anxiety moments, and so then you have multiple children that way.
That's right. We'll
when
do
you
it all
forget.
over again. Like June said, my husband is so ready for. I said, well, let's get through this and see how it goes. And he's like, I'm ready for more.
That's
so,
awesome.
man,
Well,
my heart
congratulations.
is exploding right now. So thank you guys.
Well, we only have the one other big piece of Silver Dollar City news to cover today. I don't know if you want to let all of the listeners know, but we won again.
We won.
For the seventh time.
It's America's best holiday theme park event.
Yes.
Did I say
according
that
to
correctly?
the readers of USA Today. Thank you to everybody who voted
Yes, thank you,
and
guys.
helped share it. And we are have picked up that award for the seventh time. And if you look out our window here at the Culinary and Craft Studio, you know why.
Yes.
It's the lights, it's the delicious food, it's the shows, and we actually have a very special thing to share with all of our Silver Dollar City fans and listeners today, because we took people behind the scenes not that long ago of one of our best Broadway-style Christmas shows.
Yep. A Dickens Christmas Carol. So we'd love for you guys to check it out.
Yeah, here we go. Hello! We made it! Is that the right accent? I don't
thought
think
it was
so.
great.
Okay.
Jolly good day, guys. Jolly good day, Mr. Estes.
I'm sure we'll meet someone who really knows how to pull off a great, Victorian era English accent
I
today,
think so.
because we are in the house of a Dickens Christmas Carol here at Silver Dollar City. We're in the Opera House.
That's right. If you guys don't know where the Opera House is, it's right by Powder Keg. And we
Yep.
have been transported back to 1800s London.
Yes, and usually we're sitting out there in what is now a dark house, that's where we normally see, so it feels really odd to be up here on the stage. I feel a little out of place, but I say we take people through the set. What do you think?
I think so. And we're standing in front of this
The
door. I'm just going
Cratchits?
to knock on it and
Is
see
this
what
the
happens.
Cratchits house
It's the
in the
Cratchit
show?
house.
I think.
Hello? Anybody home? Oh, hello.
Hello, love. Welcome to London.
Oh, and now, I believe, Haley. We met a moment ago. Haley, yes. Now, Haley, you play who in the Dickens
I
Christmas Carol?
play Emily Cratchit, Mrs. Cratchit, wife to Bob Cratchit, mother of Tiny Tim, our little Tiny Tim. We are the family that Scrooge, through his journey, comes to love and appreciate and saves on Christmas.
Yes. Oh, incredible. Listen, can I just start by saying I love this show? Like, can I just get that out? Or it's going to be welled up inside of me. Like, I love this show. It's a tradition in our house to come see this show. But luckily, we're going to get to introduce a lot of people to the sets and to the show for the first time today, Haley. So, I mean, maybe we should start by checking out the Cratchit house. What do you think?
I would love to.
Oh, yeah,
I'll get us some light in here since we
so
are.
cool.
The show doesn't come on for a little. What? When is the first show today, Haley?
Our first show today is at 2:30.
Okay, all right. So we're here kind of behind the scenes. We're early on the scene. And some of these sets now, I mean, they look so authentic. Can I just
grab
say
a cup
that?
of coffee.
Oh, yes, please do.
We're just helping ourselves. We have these tin mugs.
Oh, of course. Here, we're going to do a line from the show, okay? We're going to say, to Mr. Scrooge.
To Mr. Scrooge. Oh, that felt good, right? That felt good. Thank you, Haley.
Oh, here's a little SDC secret. Some of our props here, these mugs and these plates are from the pottery shop here on Park. Yeah, we have this really beautiful, I would say like a orange rust color mugs, and we have two sizes, big for parents, small for kids, and these little plates that we pretend to eat off of as well. Yeah.
Food on the table over here for the.
We have plum pudding so good you will beg for more. As you'll hear, that's another line from the show, and this is a slice of spiced cake.
And guys, if you can't see these
You're
props.
so great at that. See, I told you we'd run into someone who could do the accent.
That's right. And these props look so real. I mean, they look like you
really
could.
do.
You know, if
And
you're
you know,
looking-
they're heavy too, and sometimes I get a little nervous that they're going to fall out of my hands when I am presenting them, because they are, if you feel it.
All right, now.
Isn't that
my
quite heavy,
goodness,
right?
yes,
It's like
it
real,
is
it's like
very
holding a real
heavy.
cake.
Listen, I was just told we had to sit down because we're going on a ride.
We are.
Look at this.
Wow.
Who needs fire?
Wow.
Right?
Wow. I mean, I do love me some fire in the hole, but this is so cool. I mean,
So
yeah,
this rotates actually during the show.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about that. Do you have to be set here? I mean, do you have like a...
If you, most of us are actually standing when this rotates. You just, brace your core and hold on to the wall. And actually, one of the more harrowing moments in the show, I'm just kidding, but there is a blackout at the end of a number, and then we have to jump onto this turntable and ride it around in the dark. So if you look really closely down on the lip of the turntable, it's called glow tape. It's like a bright yellow tape that glows in the dark. So even in a complete blackout, we know where we are so we don't trip and fall. Have I fallen? Yes, but
I mean, that's always
just happens.
That's always a really impressive part of any production, I feel like, is when the lights go down in the house and you see all these figures run around on stage setting up, you know what I mean? And this is a very complex set.
It is, yes. This set is incredible. I don't think I've ever performed in a show that has a set like
It feels
this.
like Broadway. It really does. I mean,
And this is just a tiny part of the set.
That's right. And the
one
Cratchit House
room.
is not the only part of the set that rotates. I think we're going to get to see that too here in a minute, right?
Oh, yes, actually, if we would like to take a walk to the nice part of town. This is the poor
okay,
part of
of
town.
course.
I thought it was great.
To take
Thanks for sharing
Oh, my
your
goodness.
spice cake.
Yeah,
and
thank
coffee
you,
with
Haley.
us.
Of course. Yeah, so over here on the other side of the stage, we call it stage right. We have Fred and Sally's house.
Oh, my
goodness,
I
look at that
remember this
nephew
from
and
the
niece
show, right?
of Uncle Scrooge. So their house, as you can see, is considerably nicer
Okay, now I
than the
see what you were
Cratchit house.
saying, yeah.
They have a beautiful love seat, this credenza with all this gorgeous china in it.
Oh, it's beautiful. And the attention to detail on all of the set is just amazing.
Yes, and they also have wine. We have fake wine in the show.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'll pass that on.
Another cheers? I mean,
Yes.
I love that.
Oh, that is, you're right. What a great
cheers.
detail. Like, holy smokes.
It is awesome. This is great, you guys.
How many?
So tell us, how long have you been in the show?
I have been in the show since 2019. So this is my 5th season with the show. We didn't do it in 2020 for COVID purposes, obviously. But I've loved this show. I've played 2 now, the principal women. I played Sally, who used to be here in this beautiful rich house, and then, had to go to the other side of the tracks and play Mrs. Cratchit. I love both roles, and I understudy Mrs. Fezziwig and Christmas Present.
Wow, so you've done just about...
Wow.
Just about everyone, yes. And there's even been some shows oh my goodness, a couple years ago, our charity woman, she plays Belle, young Ebenezer's fiance. She hurt herself pretty badly, and last notice, I just went on and did that role too. You never know here at a Dickens Christmas Carol.
That's why you guys are so amazing.
Good for you. I mean, yeah.
It's an amazing group of people, and everyone is so sharp and so willing to help. It's just, I cannot speak. This cast is amazing. I like, there's no words to describe how much I love them. We've had many incidents like that where I go up to someone, that's the joy of being show captain, and say, hey, do you think you could learn this role? And they say, yep. Give me 10 minutes, I got it. Can we run it real quick? Great. And then they do an amazing job every time. The audience would have no idea sometimes that we have a last minute understudy go on. Our cast is phenomenal.
Awesome.
That just speaks to the talent. I mean,
That's
of
what I was gonna
Haley
say.
and the entire cast of A Dickens Christmas Carol. Like, I know it's a big process to cast the show, you know, every year to get the sets ready and stuff. They start building and getting ready here at the Opera House like months in advance of Christmas.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I mean, you can see this set is just absolutely massive. I don't even know, Arlene, our stage manager, probably can speak to more about the storage. I cannot even imagine they have to pack this up for the summer months to let other shows come in, and then they put it all back together when we start rehearsals in October.
Wow, in
Yeah.
October,
23 years now of Dickens Christmas Carol at Silver Dollar City.
Yes,
So that is amazing.
I've heard we're one of the longest running shows in Branson, in the actual town, the city of Branson.
And one of the best. Is it okay to say that? It's okay
no,
to say.
I mean,
'Cause
I'm
I
biased,
look forward to this
obviously.
show. And I heard we might actually run into Eileen, maybe backstage. But what do you
let's
think?
take some-
Take over, check out the rest of the city. Now you have to tell me. We went from the bad side of town to the good side of town.
Yeah.
Now we're in like Midtown. Is that what we're?
Yeah, honestly, I think this set would fit in perfectly with the other buildings
I
in
think
Midtown.
so
I
too.
think it would too.
Yes.
Okay, now this is a crazy part of the story. I mean, look, most of the people probably watching and listening are familiar with Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, right?
Right.
But like, this is our own Silver Dollar City adaptation, about a 60-minute show. And I remember the very first time I saw this show, wondering how in the world they did this part of the musical. I really do. Did you feel the same way?
I thought the same thing. I have to admit, it's one of my favorite parts because it's so visually cool. But I always pictured, and you guys will see this in a minute, why I'm saying this, somebody shoving their face in there and like getting all in this. And you'll see why in a second. But I'm just like, how do they keep their makeup like
right,
on?
we've walked up to Scrooge's house. Let's just go ahead and say that. And this knocker is a big part of the story.
It is.
Of
I've always
A Dickens
wanted to do
Christmas
that.
Carol. Yeah, I mean, what?
Give it a
You
knock,
see?
what happens.
Oh, it's a. Whoa!
See, there it is. There it is.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now I fully thought that was like somebody putting their face up to the knocker, like, you know,
It looks like it.
Marley, you know, coming through like in the TV and movie adaptations. Like, that's crazy. So how does this work?
So this is a little bit of theater magic. Hey, Bryce, can I have the mask? Thank you so much. So this is a little scary up close. I know, I almost can't look it in the eyes.
It's kind of funny that it has a face, like, to be honest.
Yes.
It says a personality, kind of.
It does, yes. It's a mask with a.
Does he have a name?
I don't think so. Maybe he does. Maybe, yeah. But yeah. And on the back, there's a handle that you can grab on the back of the mask so that you can really get into. This is all mesh. This is a really stretchy mesh, which the paint detail on this is really amazing because it does really look like wood grain, even up close. You wouldn't know that it's complete mesh, so this mask can go through.
And this is a real metal knocker, by the way. That's it's a heavy duty.
I always wanted those, you know, like you see those in the movies and.
Yeah, they mean business. Which meant every Amazon driver just coming up with a.
Maybe I'll put one on my house. I don't know. We'll see.
But here's a really funny story. The other day, the person who does this tech cue, they had misplaced it. They had accidentally walked off stage the day before with the mask and put it with their belongings.
important character.
So they get back to do the cue and they realize, oh, I don't have the mask. And in a split second, just jam their own face in.
So it has happened.
It has happened.
I really thought that's how they
It
did
has
that.
happened. Yep. But he said, "Oh well," and then and that speaks to the commitment our actors have to this production.
Well,
Go on.
it scares Ebenezer Scrooge, and I always found it very
Scares me.
fascinating. Well, it didn't scare me till I saw the mask.
That's
To be
why I'm
honest,
keeping my
now
face down, 'cause I don't
I
want
feel why Ebenezer Scrooge felt the way he did.
Wow, and I know there's some incredible, just from knowing the show, I mean, there's some incredible special effects inside Scrooge's house, right? Is there a way we can see
absolutely.
inside?
Here, let's take a big, it'll swing open pretty nice and
Oh,
wide.
wow, so we need to like step back.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. We call it the big dollhouse, and I think this speaks
my
to why.
It's so cool to see it up close like that, just opening up like a book.
It's like our story unfolding. I never thought of it that way.
Too, the way it opens up to a whole new
All right.
view of the house. Wow.
I have always wanted to walk up these steps. So is that what? Well, how does he get up
I was
there?
saying, I don't even.
Because that doesn't look like it leads up
No,
to the...
that actually it leads. But yeah, we have that fire. These staircases go up behind our fireplace. But if we could get, we have this little window in the front is actually a secret set of stairs.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
that can
behind the
come
window,
out.
like it opens up a little bit there.
Yes.
Okay.
Eileen, can we get the stairs to open up? Thank you so much.
The set is so detailed.
Yes.
It's amazing, like all the work that's gone into this. And it's the same set from 23 seasons ago.
It is.
Okay, so now it was
There's
funny you
our
were talking
stairs.
about the actor who plays Ebenezer Scrooge, and now speaking to his athletic prowess, like how he has to like maneuver these stairs and this side. This reminds me of Grandfather's Mansion, right? Like trying to walk around downstairs.
I know. I'm just helping myself into the house.
Yes. Oh no, please
I think
do.
you should.
Scrooge
yes.
won't mind. He's used to ghost visitors. I think human visitors are the least of his worries, honestly.
So this is a place Scrooge, he puts on his nightcap.
Okay.
Over here. I love that.
He does his clothes. He has his bed, of course. These are, that's one of the funniest things about it. It's just a regular bed with pillows and blankets. Yeah.
Yeah, just like chopped there, built off there. Whoa! That's when the ghost appears, right? Like
bed is shaking. That is scary up close.
Well, it kind of caught us off guard there, didn't it? It was like, woo!
And actually, if you come over here, I don't know if our cameras can see as well, but one of our secrets is in this bed, there is a giant hole, and this is where our ghost of future comes out of. There's really.
Yeah, we got to show
I did
people
not
that.
know
Let's
that.
take a peek
I
up
did
there
not
and just
know
look.
that there was a hole. It almost looks like he just rises from the floor in the show.
Yes.
I mean, the effects are so amazing.
Yes, you're right. They time it so well.
Again, to our actor's credit, Robert Montgomery, he is in a full robe. His face is fully covered. He's very tall, and I was going to say this is a set of stairs. It is more like a ladder. And so
I hear like,
There's
the ghost
smoke coming out of
appears.
this
Wow.
ladder. Out
And
of the
by the way,
bed.
did you hear the chains in the background? I could hear Marley's chains rattling here as we're in Ebenezer's bedroom. This is so crazy.
Above and beyond, it's amazing to me that.
Whoa!
Okay, this is where the other ghosts come.
Are you okay?
I'm getting smoked out.
Now I kind of feel like we're in a haunted house. Which technically it is, right?
It is,
I mean,
yes. Yes, all of Scrooge's
crazy.
ghosts come. Marley and the ghosts of past, present, and future, all here in this house. So yeah, haunted house is a very apt term.
Never really
for
thought
what
about it
goes
until
on
I
here.
started getting spooked here.
Yeah.
You know?
And this is where present comes.
Oh wait, something's just been handed to me.
Oh.
Speaking of one of the ghosts, this is a star of the show too, right? Wow, it makes you feel
This
kind of
is,
powerful
like,
to hold that.
Very powerful and probably one of my favorite props in the entire show. I love bedazzled stuff. So to be able to hold this, I feel, this is an honor.
Oh,
It's an honor.
It is.
So this is the Ghost of Christmas
Okay.
Presents wand
It is,
that we're holding.
yes.
It fully is bedazzled from the bottom to the top. It's not light.
And may that wand bring us safely to the ground. Here, I'm going to help you. Come on.
Okay, we're gonna head down. But this is amazing. This wand. Thanks, Cole.
Yes, of course.
But one of my favorite props.
You're
I love
welcome.
her character.
Oh.
If you guys haven't seen it, it's hilarious. When
Uh-huh.
people come and watch it, I hear them talk about her. All the time.
Oh yes, Caitlin Nelson plays our Ghost of Christmas Present, and she is a genius of a comedic actor.
Yes.
And she really brings her own flair, and just every show is just a little bit different. She loves playing with the audience,
Yes, I can
playing
see
with
that
Matt
too.
Snow, who plays Scrooge. Matt Snow also, he is normally in the saloon show for the main season. So even though he's playing cantankerous Scrooge, he is a wonderful comedic actor as well. And the two of them have built this really incredible
The
scene.
interactions
Yeah.
are awesome, yes.
So she has an iconic part with this wand. wand where she points it and she might shoot a little bit of fire. Do you think that
Do you
we
wanna
could
try?
Yeah. What does she
kinda
say?
feel
Okay. She
What does
says.
Oh, don't ask me. Haley would know.
All right, it's a long line, but I believe in you, Maddie.
Okay.
She says, "It is not wise to be sarcastic to me, foolish mortal," and then points the wand. All right.
It is not wise to be sarcastic to me, foolish mortal. Oh my gosh, that's
You did it.
amazing. So how does that work? Like how, I mean, I know that's probably some of our backstage stuff, but that is amazing. You guys are shooting fire, you have smoke, they have
Out of
everything.
every corner
Yeah,
or something.
that's actually, it's called cold spark. So what's really cool is it is completely, it is cold. It's totally safe. You could put your hand through it. It feels like sand, honestly. So Matt Snow, our Scrooge, can get as close as possible to it, and it poses absolutely no fire hazard to him.
never
So that's
heard
some
of
theater
anything like
magic.
that.
Yeah.
Man, again, not just the technology itself and how this set moves and it's all interactive, but just like the authenticity of like the curtains and the bedding and it all just looks so real when you're standing right here, you know?
It does. Well, thank you so much, Haley. I think that we would love to check out even more backstage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Eileen would be happy to give you all backstage tour if you want to head that way.
Okay,
All right,
let's go. All right, now here we are backstage with Eileen. Hi, Eileen.
Hi, nice to see you. Welcome to the Opera House.
Thank you.
So we can hear the warm-ups going on for the next
Yes.
show here at Silver Dollar City for A Dickens Christmas Carol. Now, how long have you been with the show, Eileen?
I've been with the show for 16 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
16 out of its 23 we've established earlier? Wow, so you know every line.
I do know every line.
I can imagine.
Play every character.
I might even say the lines back here while they're
I'll
saying
bet.
them out there.
I'll bet. I can see that.
It's a hazard of the job.
Well, you would clearly know the coolest things to share backstage with the audience. We're just kind of giving everybody a little behind the scenes look. Thank you for letting us go on set and on stage earlier.
Pleasure. It's our pleasure. We love our show. We're very proud of it, proud of everybody that puts it together, and we're happy to show you backstage a little bit. These are the legs that actors are going to be passing through. That's so the audience can't see what's back here.
Yeah, it's
But
layered. I didn't even think about that.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
layered.
So why do you guys call it legs instead of wings? Like I know I've heard
Yeah,
people
these
call
are the wings, but these are the legs.
Okay, so that's like the
Okay.
curtain that
Yeah.
comes down as like the leg.
Right, so break a leg is passing the leg to go out on stage
Okay.
I never even knew
for
that.
Didn't know
a
that.
standing ovation. So break a leg means we hope you get a standing ovation.
Gotcha. I'm with you. And we are looking at some pretty cool props. I mean, that I recognize for the show, from the angel here to there's a slide.
This is the angel. Oh, look,
Does
I
she
covered
stand
Oh,
you.
there?
you're
up.
okay.
Eileen?
You're okay.
Or does she
She
kneel?
actually steps into it and pulls the wings back on herself.
And performs
And she
and
can
sings
set
it.
herself on her marks.
That is so neat.
Cool
It
props
rolls
for
out.
the show, isn't it?
And it looks
Hey.
like stone. I mean,
Okay,
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta-
it looks great.
I gotta ask, this slide that we walked past to get backstage, what part of the show is this? Because
This is the entrance for the Ghost of Christmas Present.
Okay.
She comes down her slide. It's about halfway on stage, so no one sees this part.
Yep.
But she comes down and lands on her pillow.
Look at the lights, and there's a fan
it
included in the slide. Like
It's crazy. She's crazy, so it just works out perfectly.
Yeah.
it seems like
absolutely.
it's just as much choreographed backstage as it would be on stage. You'd have to be very
Yes.
So
set.
true.
As the performers are out there dancing and moving, we are moving curtains, we're moving this, we're pulling this into place. All the performers know. It is choreographed, so everyone knows their moves and where to go and when to go, so that no one gets run over by anything, because things are being pushed into place, getting pulled out, getting set up. The baby buggy. You never know who's in
There's
it.
a special guest in there,
Yes,
actually. today.
it's Scrooge McDuck right
Oh,
now.
I love it. Scrooge McDuck's in the baby buggy.
Yep, I've heard Baby Grogu has ridden
Yes,
in this.
Okay,
Grogu,
Yoda.
Grogu, yes, in there. That's right. We have our control panel where we can see the stage. We could see it in blackouts too, so we know where all the performers are, and because there's so many moving parts. With anything moving, we know everyone's safe.
How many people are backstage orchestrating this show as it's happening?
It takes 8 technicians
Wow.
to run the show,
Wow.
plus 1 costumer who's here to help with quick changes everywhere around the set. Okay. She has to help people getting costumes on this side. Yep. She's also in Scrooge's house helping him get changed at times. So it's just, yes, it takes a lot of people.
Yeah,
so over here, is this where you guys run like the sound?
here,
I'm noticing like this tech
Yes,
booth area.
this is the monitor. So this is the sound that the cast gets.
Okay.
All comes from here. And those are all the speakers that you see on stage. Those are for the cast. So, so the front of house board that you see out there when you come into the theater, that's doing the sound for all our guests. This is doing the sound for all the performers, so they can hear themselves and know what's going on.
Right, pretty big part of the show.
Yeah.
I'd say.
It is.
I mean, we want to be able to hear.
We keep all their mics here. So we have 18 performers in the show at any one time. We also have 2 extra because we keep 2 sets of kids. So we have 2 Tiny Tims and 2 Marthas, his sister. And so this is where they all go to get their mics, their body packs, so that they're wireless and they can just move around with their mics.
I noticed like a
All
dressing
the
room
mic
off here too.
cables
So is
and-
this like the quick change area?
This is a quick change. There is a men's and women's dressing room, but
There's a lot of wigs poking out of here.
Yeah, I
too,
can
by
see
the
that.
way.
come
There's like
take a look. There's
lot
not
of different
always time.
hairstyles.
So if you come in, there are times when they have to
Look at
run off
this.
stage and they will have 2 minutes to change costume and come back out with a different costume and a different wig.
2 minutes, they're changing back out.
That's some adrenaline.
Yeah,
right
there
I
is.
no
And
kidding.
sometimes
Zip in
they're
and
even
Thank you, Ida.
singing as they're doing it to be backup vocals and changing
Sure.
and putting on their wigs and getting into place for the next scene.
You guys are all so talented. I mean, I have
No
people that have
kidding.
came to the show and thought, are they really singing? I'm like, yes, they are really singing.
They are
live music,
really
live
singing.
band, live performers.
Yeah.
All
the
right
moving
here
parts.
in Silver Dollar City.
And they are
every day.
moving.
Yeah,
It is
for
a
the
high
show.
energy show.
Yes, it
So,
truly is.
so they are running on and off.
The Opera House Theater is so much bigger too, by the way, than you even think about. Like as a fan who's come and watched the show, you know, and been in the Opera House Theater, you're like, there's stairs leading downstairs over there, and you're seeing all these legs, as we now know they're called.
Yes, legs.
Layers to the staging backstage. It's so
Do you want to
cool.
see the back of the house at all?
Sure.
Just
yeah.
quickly?
Yeah,
We can
quickly
take a
you can
peek
show
back
us
there.
Whatever else that is oh, look at the
Whoa,
bike. That's
there's
pretty
the bike.
iconic.
Yes, this is a penny farthing.
Penny farthing.
And it gets, somebody rides it across the stage in the last scene of the show.
That is a tall bike.
It
They
is
have
a
to get up
tall
there.
bike.
Yes,
Someone
it
helps him
is.
get up and somebody helps him get off at the other end.
Oh, I love it. And we're hearing the music right now.
Yes.
I know, now I
Vocal
know.
warm-ups.
And that's live.
Wow.
If you guys hear that, that is happening live right now.
Yes, it is. They're
is
just
amazing.
doing their warm-ups, getting ready for a show.
This is a secret backstage way to Scrooge's house.
Okay.
So if you want to come, the ghost comes up these stairs
And that comes out the fireplace.
and comes out the
oh my
fireplace.
goodness.
I love how
This
it's
is
marked.
amazing.
Yes, this is so we know which walls are which when we build it.
Because it kind of starts to look the same, yeah, to somebody especially new.
All right, well,
Oh my
thank
goodness.
You so
Well,
much.
Eileen, do you have to get ready for the show?
I need to get ready,
You
yes.
guys have been so generous with your time already. Oh my goodness. Haley was so awesome leading
Yes.
us around. I mean,
This was a treat.
she was in costume, ready to go.
Oh,
but I'm sure
we're-
you've got lots of stuff to do.
We're
to
glad
get
you
ready.
came. It's a treat for us too. We really do love our show.
Wow.
Well, I love
Wow,
this
wow.
show too.
I do too.
It's beautiful. We know all the hard work that goes into it, and we really appreciate each and every one of you guys.
It's our
Yeah.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, wow. Like, we kicked off this podcast today talking about holiday traditions, and I don't even know that I mentioned this, but for years, I've always had to go see a Dickens Christmas Carol during that Silver Dollar City visit. And how cool was that to go backstage?
It was awesome. It was such a treat. I know it doesn't feel like Christmas till I've seen Dickens Christmas Carol.
Me either.
And get to be able to go up on the stage and see like special effects and how things work and how things turn. And my biggest takeaway was just how many moving parts and how many people it takes to put on that show every day.
Oh my goodness, yes. I mean, huge shout out to Haley and Eileen and all the cast and crew that helped make our little tour possible. But then also, like, they kind of like held up a rehearsal for us a little bit while we were there that day. It's something maybe you couldn't see on video or hear in audio there, but so very cool. And when Scrooge's, first of all, the door knocker, that may have been my favorite part because I've always wondered how they did that as I watched that with my family. But then, like, as his house opens up like a book,
I know.
it's just amazing.
It is amazing. It really feels like Broadway.
It really does.
Getting to hold the Ghost of Christmas Presents wand, I think, was another one of my favorite parts.
That was a cool
It's
bump.
beautiful.
Cool
Every time I
moment.
see it on stage, I'm like, oh, that's just so awesome. Something about the sparkles. I love it. And I do have a quote from Charles Dickens.
Okay.
I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year.
Oh,
so very
what a
special.
great quote. Yes. Well, that story is definitely part of my holiday traditions, and we do it so well here at Silver Dollar City. That is going on through an old time Christmas at the Opera House. So if you've never seen it, my goodness, start a family tradition this year. But I know a lot of people already have that on their to-do list.
Yep. It is so great. I look forward to it every year. So yes,
all right,
get out there and
well,
see it.
I look forward. We always say we look forward to hearing from our listeners, and I once again am excited to find out what you've got in Maddie's mailbag.
All right.
Well, I know we had several emails come through. Who'd you pick?
We did. We had a lot come through. This one is David from Bolivar.
Okay.
He says, "Good morning. I really enjoyed episode 6. The visit by the carolers was a lot of fun."
Okay.
Sure
It
was.
was, yes.
My wish for Santa to give SDC would be some sort of nature trails. It would be great to get out into the woods when at the park. Another twist would be a music venue in the woods. That's all great ideas. I was at the resort announcement this fall. I enjoyed being a part of the spirit and hope and the excitement in the room. I'm looking forward to the next 10 years. It is also a goal of mine to work at Silver Dollar City in the future too, and I can't wait to see where this park goes.
Well, come on over, David. We're always looking for proud new citizens here at Silver Dollar City.
Oh, I love that.
Man, I also, in the last Maddie's mailbag, we were asked what would be on our Christmas wish list, for the new resort and new property that Silver Dollar City acquired. That was one of the news segments we did previously. And I think a nature trail, like David's idea of having like a cool nature trail around the property is awesome.
I do too. I mean, we have beautiful woods, beautiful scenery. I think that would be great.
I think so too. That's a great idea. David, thank you for that. And thank you for listening. And I actually just ran into the carolers this week, just walking around the square, and they were singing. I waved at them all. It's like we have a kinship now, that they come to visit us. It's just nice to see their faces.
Yes, we do. They're
hear
awesome.
their music.
I love it. They're singing in the hospitality house. They're singing on the square. I love it.
Oh, me too. Well, we're always looking for additional features for Maddie's mailbag. So please feel free to give us your feedback on the Silver Dollar City podcast or chime in on any of the things that have come up today. You can do that via email. Just send it to ozarkly@silverdollarcity.com. And of course, on our social pages too. Here at Silver Dollar City, we like to share little tidbits of the podcast out there, and people can comment there too, and we'll look at them.
Yeah,
So.
we'd love to hear from you guys. We love getting to know you, getting your feedback. And what would you like to see around Silver Dollar City?
Absolutely. Well, I will tell you, just talking about it makes me want to go out and see the lights.
Me too, Cole. I think we should
ready.
do that.
I think so too. Well, Merry Christmas, Maddie. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing your big news with us today. This has been a really fun episode. I think we should totally do this again.
Yeah, I think so too. Merry Christmas.